Hey, my creative friends. It is time again to talk about creativity. And hopefully, from the last few days, you have gone out and gotten a book, an idea book, and an image book. So, talked about that, the importance of it. I was talking to my son Wade a little while ago, and again, talking about that idea and that importance that book has. And so, I think he committed to go get one too. I know Trisha's gotten hers. So hopefully you are starting to feel and think of things you can put inside of it. But today we're going to talk about something that came to my mind the other day. It was somebody said something, and what they said is, you seem to be having a lot of fun. And it really brought back that numerous people have said that to me. You're really fun, you have a lot of fun, oh, how fun. And hi, Trisha. And when they say you're really fun, you have a lot of fun, I would always be taken aback because I was like, I don't feel like I'm trying to have fun. I don't feel like, I do plan activities and stuff, but I never really thought myself as fun. And I looked up what fun, because I like definitions and things like that. I looked up what fun meant, and it's enjoyment, playfulness, amusement, whimsical, not serious, and pleasure. And I think sometimes I don't think of myself as fun because I'm a pretty serious person. But again, that's something people would say about me. I remember we sat with a gal once and we had to describe each other, and she said, "You are just a lot of fun." And I've always thought that was funny, but it made me think. And so in talking about creativity, I think that the reason people think that about me is because creativity just naturally generates fun ideas, seeking out to do fun things. And so I think it was just a natural outcropping of what I do in my just normal life, and I didn't think it was any big deal. But it seems to be when people make comments that it might be a big deal. And so that's going to be what we're talking about today, how to have fun. So one of the comments in the book Wired to Create, it says, as many of us know, we will tend to lose the spirit of play and fun as we grow older. And it can't be helped sometimes that happens, because we start to have to make choices. We have to, make a living. We have to put aside some of the things that we'd like to do. So that's just part of the natural process of growing up. Progress is from rehab. Progress is fun. Are you in rehab, Trisha? Did I miss something? Tell me. Anyway, tell me. So it's probably a natural process of what happens, but that's why we have to kind of take a second look and make sure to have fun enter into our lives. So, and what he called this was our widespread play deficit. So he calls it a play deficit when we become adults. And I would tend to agree that sometimes we get so caught up in the seriousness that we forget to balance it out. So there was this one guy that I've read his book, and Creative Calling, and he was talking about when it was time for him to choose a career path. He was having a big struggle, and he was, it had been talked about in his family and everything else that he was headed on this one path, and he just kind of felt like at one point it wasn't his path. It was just living, not vicariously, having somebody else live vicariously through him. And so he said he just came to the point where he had to make a decision. And the decision he came up with to go toward photography was that he said, I just did the thing that sounded like fun, the thing that was calling me. He used the whole idea of the fun that I'm going to have, and what feels like it's the draw is what I'm going to choose. And he took the path of photography, and he does very well and has supported himself for decades. And so it wasn't, if you choose something creative, it's like, oh, you're never going to feed yourself. It was how he chose, was that it sounded the most fun. There's another one, there's another one about this cancer patient, and he went through his cancer treatment and was given a second chance. He came through fine, but he was, distraught. And so he went to a psychiatrist. He was kind of going through what could bring him happiness and what could help him. And so, the psychiatrist told him, every evening I want you to rate your day on a scale of 1 to 10 about on how much fun it was. So if you had a great fun day, do a 10. If it wasn't fun at all, do a 0, or, and through that scale. And so he did this for a while, and he came to see some patterns, the psychiatrist, and he looked through the patterns, and they were finding that the times that he took 1 or 2 solitary hours in the studio were more rewarding and happier days. And so he also found out that when he played music on those days, that it was even higher. So he started to make that part of his life where he incorporated those kinds of things to bring satisfaction and accomplishment. And I thought that was good. Rate your day. I don't think I've ever rated my days, but that might not be, if you feel like you're kind of, in a lower slump, maybe rate your days about how much fun you have to see if you are practicing that widespread play deficit. If you're caught up in that little cycle. So rating your day sounds like it might be a very interesting exercise for you. So one of the things that is in Wired to Create, the quote says, the most eminent creative minds learn to balance seriousness with fun and enjoyment in one's work. When it comes to creative work, there is a time for seriousness and a time for play. So, as I mentioned numerous times before, there's a dichotomy that goes along with having a creative personality. You are serious, but you are playful. So there's those kinds of two things that can coexist with each other. But I think sometimes with the idea of the widespread play deficit, we lean too much to seriousness. So doing the rate your fun day, that will tell you kind of where you are on that scale. So let's see, another little quote from the Wired to Create, same book. Adults who are more playful report, and these are kind of the benefits that come from it, because I always think we need to reiterate the benefits and the effort it's okay to put effort into this. It's okay to put effort into fun. It's okay to schedule fun and play and do those things. So adults who are more playful report feeling less stressed, being able to cope better with the stress, and having greater life satisfaction and other positive outcomes. So there's real benefits. There's a realness to taking the time to play, to have fun. So when I was out the other day, when I went to the photography museum with Jean, I was looking at some books, and I came across this book that made me think of it. Do one fun thing every day. We talked about in video 64, I think, to make creativity a daily practice. If you are kind of in a rusty at it or in a rut, getting something like this can help you do that. So here's a couple things in there. So draw something weird or write something weird. What's this one is? Never do anything by halves. If you want to get away with it, never do anything by halves if you want to get away with it. Be outrageous. Go the whole hog. Make sure everything you do is so completely crazy it's unbelievable. And then it says, I did this crazy thing today. Here's another one. I kind of liked this one. Tricia says, I scheduled for fun for the month of October. Of course, is today the 12th? Is today your birthday, Tricia? It is the 12th. Isn't that your birthday today, Trisha? Okay, so here's one of the exercises in this book. Create your own holidays. So I like have National Bubble Bath Day, National Tortilla Chip Day, Be a Dork Day. That makes me laugh. So it has you fill in the blanks of National Day. National Love Your Blank Day, National, and it picks out a color day, National Game Day, National Insect Day, junk food. So just the idea of being playful, of having a little fun. And then here's this other book I got with it was at the same bookstore. And finding English books in Sweden is a little tricky, so I was excited to find these. But here's a couple exercises. I just looked at this page and I just kind of had just a little chuckle, a little smile, because it's full of the color. And then see those little birds, of the idea of drawing little birds, just as something a little playful, something a little fun. And then this one of drawing and painting skies. So this is, again, a 365. I've seen books like this in the States, and so you can find a book to just kind of jumpstart your creative play and to have fun. Ask your family what they would like to do that is fun. So that is the tip, to put some fun in your life. Don't be part of the widespread play deficit. So share with me. I want you to tell me in the comments, rate your day. Even if you watch this later on, put in the comments rate your day, like the guy who had the cancer treatment and was given a second life. Rate your day. What was your day like yesterday, 1 to 10, as far as fun goes? And then what's your day like today? And if you're only watching this halfway through, this gives you a little window to be able to bring in some playful and fun things. And share with me that, rate your day. I was going to say today, I probably didn't have tons of fun as far as a 10, but I would say it's kind of a 4 today, because I didn't go anywhere, didn't do anything, stayed inside, and I had fun that I got to wear a dress today because I wasn't going outside. The simple things, right? And yesterday, I think it was an 8. So rate your day. Be an influencer for fun. I schedule fun for the month of October. Trisha's birthday is in October, and she schedules fun all month long. I love that. Yes. So remember, you have a creative heartbeat, so listen for it. And we will be back tomorrow to talk about some more creativity. And I will see you.